Most guys spend their entire lives completely blind to what is happening right in front of them. A woman sits across from them, radiating interest, and they walk away thinking she was just being polite. Another woman leans in close during a conversation, and they assume she could not hear them properly. The truth is not complicated. The truth is that attraction does not wait for permission to announce itself. It shows up in the body long before it ever reaches the mouth. And if you do not know where to look, you will miss it every single time. Women do not operate like men do when it comes to communicating interest. A man sees someone he finds attractive, and his instinct is often to make it known directly, or at least obviously. A woman does the exact opposite. She becomes more careful with her words while simultaneously becoming less careful with her body. Her gestures give away what her sentences never will. Her movements tell a story she would never speak out loud in the early stages of meeting someone. And the wildest part about all of this is that she is often completely unaware that any of it is happening. There is a gap between what people think they are communicating and what they are actually broadcasting to the world. Psychologists have studied this for decades. The conscious mind believes it is in control, but the body operates on a completely different system. It reacts, it responds, it expresses things that have not been processed through logic or social filters. This is especially true when it comes to attraction. The moment a woman feels drawn to someone, her physiology changes before her thoughts have even caught up. Her heart rate shifts, her pupils dilate, her body temperature adjusts, and her hands start doing things she will not remember doing 5 minutes later. Here is what nobody talks about. Hands are the most honest part of the human body. You can train your face to look interested when you are bored. You can force your voice to sound enthusiastic when you feel nothing. But your hands are hardwired into the emotional centers of your brain in a way that bypasses all of that. When you are nervous, your hands fidget. When you are excited, they gesture more. When you are attracted to someone, they reach toward that person even when you are trying to play it cool. Hands do not lie because they are not concerned with looking good. They just react. So if you want to know whether a woman is genuinely interested in you, stop listening so hard to her words and start watching what her hands are doing. Because while she is carefully choosing what to say and how to say it, her hands are already having a completely different conversation, one that is far more revealing, one that will tell you exactly where you stand if you know what to look for. Let me walk you through the specific things her hands do when she has already decided in her mind that she is drawn to you. These are not theories. These are observable patterns that show up again and again in real interactions. And once you see them, you will never sit in confusion again, wondering if she likes you or if you are reading too much into things. You will just know. First thing, she starts playing with her hair, but not in the way you think. Everyone knows that hair touching can be a sign of interest, but most people stop there and miss the actual detail that matters. When a woman is attracted to you, she does not just touch her hair and pull her hand away quickly. She touches it, and then her hand drifts. It moves slowly down the side of her face, or slides toward her neck, and lingers there for a moment longer than it needs to. That descent is everything. It is the difference between adjusting her appearance and subconsciously inviting your attention to one of the most delicate parts of her body. The neck is a vulnerable area. Exposing it signals trust on a level that goes back thousands of years. When her fingers trail down toward her collarbone or rest near her throat while she talks to you, her nervous system is responding to your presence in a way that she is not consciously directing. She feels safe. She feels open. And her body is trying to communicate that, even though her words have not said anything close to it yet. Second thing, she starts touching objects around her in a very specific way. A coffee cup, a pen, the edge of a napkin, the stem of a glass, her phone, whatever is nearby. But she does not just pick these things up and use them. She runs her fingers along them. She traces the rim. She strokes the surface absent-mindedly while maintaining eye contact with you. This is called displacement behavior. Her hands want to reach toward you, but the context does not allow for that yet. So the impulse gets redirected onto the nearest object. She is touching that glass the way she wants to touch your hand. She is running her thumb along that phone case the way she is imagining running it along your arm. This is not nervousness. This is attraction, looking for an outlet. And most men see this happening and think absolutely nothing of it. They think she is distracted or restless. She is neither. She is deeply engaged. So engaged that her body is physically struggling to contain the energy building in the interaction. Third thing, she finds a reason to make contact. And this one is huge because it requires intention. She is not accidentally bumping into you. She is deliberately creating a moment where her hand touches your arm or your shoulder or your back. Maybe she laughs at something you said and reaches out to tap your forearm. Maybe she leans in to tell you something and her hand lands on your shoulder for balance. Maybe she brushes your arm while reaching for something. Whatever the reason, the contact happens. And it happens because she made it happen. Touch is the highest risk move in her toolkit. It exposes her. It makes her intentions readable. So when she does it, she is taking a gamble that you will respond well, that you will not flinch or pull away or make it weird. She is testing the water. And your reaction in that exact moment tells her whether it is safe to keep moving forward or whether she needs to pull back and protect herself from potential rejection. If she touches you once and you do not react, she might try again. If she touches you twice and you still give her nothing back, she starts to second-guess herself. By the third time, if you have not reciprocated or acknowledged it in any way, she assumes you are either not interested or completely oblivious. Either way, she stops trying. Fourth thing, her palms open toward you. This one flies under the radar for almost everyone, but it is one of the most ancient trust signals in human behavior. When her hands are relaxed and her palms are facing you while she talks, she is unconsciously communicating openness. No threat, no walls, complete receptivity. Contrast that with someone whose hands are closed into fists or tucked under their arms or hidden in their lap. That body language says the opposite. Guarded, closed off, defensive. Open palms trace back to early human interaction when showing your hands meant you were not holding a weapon. It meant peace. It meant I am safe to be around. When a woman shows you her palms repeatedly during a conversation, her nervous system is signaling that she feels comfortable and connected. She is not trying to protect herself from you. She is leaning into the experience of being near you. Fifth thing, she creates hand-to-hand contact. Maybe she compares hand sizes with you. Maybe she takes your hand to look at a ring or a watch. Maybe she brushes her fingers against yours when passing you something. Whatever the excuse, the result is the same. Her skin touches your skin. And that is not a small thing. The human hand contains thousands of nerve endings. When her fingers graze yours, both of your nervous systems light up. She feels it. You feel it. She knows you feel it. And if she initiated it, that means she wanted that charge to happen. This is where a lot of guys completely blow it. The contact happens and they jerk their hand away like they just touched a hot stove. Or they rush past the moment without acknowledging it. The connection gets broken before it ever had a chance to settle. When she touches your hand, let it sit there for a second. Do not panic. Do not pull away. Just be present with it. That moment of sustained contact tells her more about your confidence and your interest than anything you could say with words. Sixth thing, she exposes her wrists. This is one of the most unconscious and most revealing signals on the entire list. The inner wrist is fragile. The veins are close to the surface. The skin is thin. Historically and biologically, it represents vulnerability. When a woman rests her arms on the table with her wrists facing up, or when she adjusts her bracelet and lets her wrist linger in your view, or when she props her chin on her hand with her wrist turned toward you, She is doing something her conscious mind probably is not even registering. She is showing you a part of herself that is unprotected. This is a primal trust signal. It cannot really be faked because it emerges from instinct rather than strategy. When you see it, you are seeing her guard come down. You are seeing her body tell you that she feels safe enough with you to stop defending herself. Seventh thing, she mirrors your touch. You touch her arm lightly while making a point, and a few moments later, her hand finds your arm in the same way. You brush her shoulder as you walk beside her, and she leans into it instead of stepping away. She is not just allowing your touch, she is returning it. This is called mirroring, and it is one of the most researched indicators of rapport and mutual attraction in the entire field of nonverbal communication. When mirroring happens with physical contact specifically, it means she is saying yes. Yes to the touch. Yes to the escalation. Yes to whatever is building between you. If your touch is not mirrored, that is also information. It means she is not ready or not interested. Either way, you are no longer left guessing. Eighth thing, she leaves her hand on you. Not a quick tap, not a fleeting brush. She places her hand on your knee, on your chest, on your back, and she leaves it there. That is the signal that changes everything. Brief touches can be playful. They can be testing. But sustained contact is a decision. It says, I am choosing to stay connected to you right now. It says the boundary between casual and intimate has already been crossed in my mind, and I am comfortable with that. This is the point where hesitation costs you everything. She has handed you the clearest possible sign, and if you do not move toward her in some way, if you freeze or ignore it or pretend it did not happen, she will pull back. Not because she changed her mind about being attracted to you, but because she will assume you are not attracted to her. The window that opened with her first signal will quietly close, and it will not open again. Here is the larger truth underneath all of this. Women communicate interest in layers. The first layer is attention. The second is proximity. The third is touch. And each layer requires you to do something with the information she is giving you. She is not going to hit you over the head with a sign that says, I like you. She is going to offer you a trail of breadcrumbs and wait to see if you follow it. If you do, the trail continues. If you do not, it disappears. Most men miss these signals not because they are invisible, but because no one ever taught them what to look for. They have spent years trying to decode interest through words and missing the entire conversation happening in the body. And by the time they realize what was in front of them, the moment has already passed. But now you know. You know what her hands are doing when she is drawn to you. You know what it looks like when she is inviting you closer. You know the difference between politeness and attraction. And that knowledge gives you something most men never develop: clarity. The ability to read a situation accurately and respond to it with confidence instead of doubt. So the next time you are sitting across from a woman and her hand drifts to her hair and lingers near her neck, pay attention. When her fingers trace the edge of her glass while her eyes stay locked on yours, notice it. When she finds a reason to touch your arm or compare hands or rest her palm on your knee, do not let the moment slip past you. Respond. Move toward her. Let her know that you are receiving what she is sending. Because attraction has a short shelf life when it is one-sided. She will not keep offering if nothing comes back. And the saddest thing in the world is two people who were both interested, but neither one knew how to show it in a way the other could recognize. Do not let that be your story.